28 Bible verses for singles who want to get married, marriage, single. Bible verses for singles who want to get married? Bible verses for singles who want to get married. Are you a single person who is looking to get married? If so, you may be wondering if the Bible has any verses that can help guide you on your journey. The answer is yes. In this blog post, we will discuss some of the best Bible verses for singles who are looking to get married. We will also provide some practical advice on how to apply these verses to your life. So, whether you are just starting to date or have been married for many years, these verses will be sure to encourage and uplift you. 6 Bible verses about waiting for the right person. God shares with us these inspired verses about waiting for the right person. He knows our hearts and our longings. No compatible source was found for this medium. Beginning of dialog window. Escape will cancel and close the window. Text color transparency, background color transparency, window color transparency. Font size, text edge style, font family. End of dialog window. 28 Bible verses for singles who want to get married, marriage, single. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. Proverbs 18:22. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Genesis is such as God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Matthew 19:L. Lo, the Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:SG. 2 are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Ecclesiastes. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. I Peter. These Bible verses about waiting for the right person show us that God is in control of our lives. He knows what is best for us and will guide us to the right person when the time is right. We can trust him to do this, even when we are feeling lonely or discouraged. In the meantime, we should focus on living a godly life and being content in our singleness. God will bless us as we wait for his timing. Bible verses for singles who want to get married? See Amazon's educational resources for a healthy biblical marriage. 4 Bible verses for getting married. Christian single women. God shares these thoughts on his desire for us to get married in a way that is honoring him. It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Genesis. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. Proverbs 18:22. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Genesis. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31. These Bible verses for getting married remind us that it is God's will for us to be married and that he goes before us in this process. We can trust him to help us find the right spouse, someone who is compatible with us and who will love and honor him. When we marry someone who also loves Jesus, we can be sure that our marriage will be blessed by God. 6 Bible verses about the delay in marriage. Here are some Bible verses about waiting in marriage. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:SG. But if they cannot control themselves, they should marry, for it is better to marry than to burn with passion. I Corinthians SG. So then, he who marries the virgin does right, but he who does not marry her does better. I Corinthians S:38. I wish that all men were as I am. But each man has his own gift from God. One has this gift, another has that. I Corinthians Lo G. The time is short. From now on those who have wives should live as if they had none. I Corinthians S:29. But each one should marry only the woman he loves, and marry her for the right reasons. I Corinthians LS:33. These Bible verses about the delay in marriage show us that it is not always God's timing for us to get married. He may want us to focus on our relationship with him first and wait until we are ready to commit to someone else. Marriage is a big decision, and we should make sure that we are marrying the right person for the right reasons. If we are not sure, it is best to wait. God will guide us in this process. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, welcome to our family. View all posts.